Turn around right now.
Okay. Don't hurt me, bro.
I will not. Okay?
What seemed like straightforward investigations suddenly escalated into dramatic arrests.
Dude, stop touching me!
I haven't touched you once yet.
Dude, you're trying to harass me!
Take a seat.
You're a state patrol. You know you're not supposed to do this, bro.
Stay.
Now, see how these officers are finally facing the consequences of their misconduct. What seemed like a harmless situation suddenly spiraled into a shocking story of power, justice, and untold secrets.
I am trying to arrest you now.
For what crime?
For nothing.
You're causing reasonable, articulable suspicion.
Turn around right now.
Why are you doing this to me, bro?
On March 5th, 2025, Washington State Patrol officers discovered a vehicle parked on the roadside with its hazard lights on. Wilson insisted that he was fine and did not require assistance, but the encounter unexpectedly escalated into a highly questionable traffic stop.
Five can go without stopping.
I don't need your service.
Can you step back to your car, please?
No, I'm not gonna step back.
Step back to your car right now. Nothing.
Okay,
you have
why?
license.
Wait.
Stop. Let me talk.
Whoa.
You have license plate covers. That's illegal in Washington.
I'm
Get back
not.
in your car. Get
Works,
back
bro.
in. This is exactly how
No,
it
it
works.
doesn't. I have
Get back in
constitutional
your
rights.
car.
I'm not getting back in my car.
Good for you. Get back in your car.
I'm not obeying an unlawful command.
Despite not driving the vehicle, he was accused as if merely sitting in the driver's seat constituted a crime, and the officers swiftly imposed an unexpected charge on him.
Violence of rights.
Sir,
I'm
get
an
back
attorney,
in your
bro.
car.
You're not going to violate my rights.
I need to see your license, your
I'm not
registration, and
giving
proof
you
of
anything.
insurance.
Nope.
Yeah.
I reserve all rights.
I'm not leaving you alone.
You are leaving me.
At this time, you're under arrest, sir, if you don't stop this.
You can't do that.
I can.
You can't harass me.
The reason for the stop is your license plate
You
covers.
didn't stop me. I was already parked on the side of the road.
This is still a contest.
You said to me.
Stop. I'm not leaving you. Stop moving right now. Stop
What
moving.
are you doing? Are you seriously about to pull out your taser?
Yes.
To a lawful person standing here
Stop.
doing nothing.
I am. I'm trying.
Okay.
You're the one
All right.
that's yelling, okay?
All right, let's de-escalate.
Okay.
Dude, I got one leg. Wait, this is an 88 violation
cool.
because you know that you do not have
I need
the
to
right
see
to
your
violate.
license.
I'm not speaking.
If you don't provide that, you'll be under arrest.
A man with a leg amputation, quietly sitting in his car, committing no offense, yet simply for knowing his rights and challenging the officer's authority. In the blink of an eye, he was met with a bitter and shocking outcome.
Are they trying to provide
Right to
information?
remain silent.
Okay, good. I need to see.
I reserve all
Then-
rights.
then I need you to turn-
I'm
yes.
reserving all rights. I don't have to give you
You're under
anything.
arrest. Turn.
Dude, stop touching me.
I haven't touched you once yet.
Dude, you're trying to harass me for what?
I am trying to arrest you
For
now.
what crime?
For not
You're
for
having-
turn around right now.
Okay. Don't hurt me, bro.
I will not. Okay.
Why are you doing this to me, bro? This is a major constitutional violation. Stop. You're gonna lose all qualified immunity, bro.
Get back.
Okay, don't shove me. I got one leg, dude.
Okay.
Be nice, bro.
All right. Sorry.
Please be respectful.
All right, let's go.
Okay, why are you pushing me?
We're
what
going
crime?
back to my car.
What crime have I committed?
We're going back to my car. I'm going to read you your constitutional rights. Okay.
That's not a.
That is a crime.
Name the. You are totally in constitutional violation.
All right.
Big time, bro.
Go ahead. Take a
You're
seat.
state trooper.
Take a seat.
You're a state patrol. You know
Take
you're
a
not
seat.
supposed to do this, bro.
Take.
Bro, you know you're not supposed to do this. Why are you doing this right now?
Why?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I first
asking
came to check on you, see if you're okay. I saw that you had license plate covers.
I'm on Oregon. I'm not. That's for Washington only,
Okay,
bro.
go ahead and take your
You
foot.
can't do that on other state courts. You know that. It's new.
But what stunned everyone even more, after the officer's daring, movie-like arrest, he suddenly shifted gears, turning the narrative in a bizarre and suspicious direction.
Call Troy Grover on mobile. Call Baby Girl on FaceTime audio. Call Robert Putman.
We're past that now because you failed to provide me the information.
I don't have to. There's no crime and you know that. I have every right to remain
That is a
silent.
crime. Upon the request of me,
You have to have a
wanting
reasonable,
them-
articulable suspicion of a crime being committed at the time. And if not, I can deny any aspect of don't.
As additional officers arrived, the officer shamelessly played the victim, putting on an outrageous performance in broad daylight. Right then and there, a new story unfolded, leaving all who witnessed it bewildered.
it was a community caretaking stop at first, and I saw he had the license plate covers. As soon as I stopped behind him, he's already out yelling at me, like, I'm not doing anything, I didn't do anything wrong. I'm like, oh, I need to see your license, your registration, proof of insurance, I'm not giving you anything. All right. Cool. So then it just kind of went down from there. We have
He's grabbing
one.
like a minor period.
Yeah, we hear officer needs assistance.
Yeah.
He's got one fighting.
Coming.
We're gonna go.
No, thankfully, it didn't get to fighting. He was just about there. Thank you.
Are you gonna tow the rig?
No, it's
Okay.
on the side of the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta fix it. Yeah. Well, when I first pulled up behind you, I thought, where's he going?
It wasn't going anywhere. This was a community caretaking stop at first, and then I saw they had license plate covers.
I stopped one for the other day.
They do?
The license plate covers?
Yeah.
Yeah, and almost the same thing, saying like he wasn't committing a crime, and I was like, well, I mean, you give up certain rights when you agree to get your license and you drive on taxpayer highways.
Yeah.
Exactly. Is that just silly?
In Washington State, tampering with physical evidence is classified as a Class V felony under 198.72, 150. The offense is punishable by up to 5 years of imprisonment and a fine of up to $10,000, 0 cents.
Alrighty, your phone and headphones are right here, okay, as well as your hat.
There's a sergeant.
And he's on his way.
Why'd you take my property from me?
Why did you keep it safe?
No, so I couldn't call people.
Let's keep it safe.
No, you're a liar, dude. You know how bad this is gonna look when I depose you? The deposition is gonna be great. Letting you know that right now, bro. I'm an attorney. I'm an attorney in fact, bro.
Is there
Get
anything
ready.
in the vehicle you'd like me to grab for you before we go to the jail?
No, you're not taking any of my property.
I'm just asking
And when
to
the
see if you
sergeant
wanted
gets here,
anything.
he's going to release me because you have no articulable suspicion
Okay.
of a crime being committed. Your first words out of your mouth was, I'm checking on you to see if you're okay, and you're back there lying to the sheriffs saying that you came up. God is going to show the truth of your actions today. You will be put on the Brady list. I promise.
Wilson plans to sue under 42 U.S.C. 1983 for civil rights and ADA violations, which could place the involved officers on the Brady list and expose the state to financial liability. The case is under investigation with no further updates. Next is the incident in Washington, where a protester unexpectedly taught the law to the police.
But you're not. Are you currently walking?
I'm not blocking any pedestrians.
The point is you're on private.
No, I have a public easement to be able to walk on the side of the road because I'm not allowed to
You're
walk.
not walking right now.
The incident occurred in Washington, where a man named Rusty was protesting on a sidewalk in front of a hospital. Security there alleged he was trespassing and called Metro Police. When security forces arrived, a tense confrontation began.
And there's two more Metros. How you doing, sir?
Hey, I'm recording you too, so we're good.
Okay, cool.
All right. So this is private property.
Is
You're more than welcome to hold your sign out there on West End or somewhere that's not private.
Is this a public street?
You're not in the street because
but-
then
right.
you'd be obstructing the street.
Right, so I have to have a place to walk. Is that correct?
You can walk,
So-
but you're not. Are you currently walking?
I'm not
Where-
blocking any pedestrians.
The point is you're on private.
No, I have a public easement to be able to walk on the side of the road because I'm not allowed to
You're
walk.
not walking right now.
I'm on an easement, a public easement.
You said the word yourself. To walk. You're not walking.
Okay, I'll walk if that's what you want.
Walk.
I'm not going to keep walking. My wife's in there. I'm waiting on her to call me from surgery. You just told me I'm not allowed to walk in the road. Is that correct? Right. So I cannot walk in the road. I have to have a place designated by the city for me to walk. That's the public easement. It may be their property, but it has a public easement for walking.
This
Okay.
is a sidewalk.
Yes, sir.
It is for walking.
Yes, sir.
You're more than welcome to walk on this sidewalk.
Okay.
But currently, you are not walking.
I'm not allowed to obstruct the sidewalk.
Metro Police reached the scene and listened to the situation, but it seemed they couldn't distinguish between a public sidewalk and private property. Commendably, Rusty remained calm despite the incorrect assessments made against him.
This is private property.
This is not. This is a public easement where I'm allowed to walk because you just told me I'd be arrested for walking in the street. I'll walk. I got no problem. If you guys want me to, I'll walk up and down the sidewalk. No problem. That's my First Amendment right. Okay. But I'm allowed to walk on the sidewalk.
That's what it's for. Right. We agreed to that.
All right. Thank you very much. A sidewalk is a traditional public forum. But because I'm not allowed to walk in the street, Officer Changston made that clear to me. I can't be in the street. Right. I mean, technically, I don't think I have to move. I have to not obstruct pedestrians on the sidewalk. And there's nobody to obstruct. I'm making sure of that. I just don't like the security telling me I'm on private property, I can't be here. That's just not right. You guys understand there's an easement for walking. I have to. And I'll walk once you guys stop talking to me, I'll walk.
Facing Rusty's determination, the police eventually changed tactics. Instead of continuing their show of force, they shifted to gentle persuasion.
They walked from around the corner. He stopped and told me I couldn't be here. He told me to walk up to the bus stop. I said, I'm waiting on my wife to call me from surgery so I can go take her home. And I don't have a problem walking if that's what you like.
Yeah, that's what
He doesn't like my sign, and that's not his business. You're public servants. He's not. He's a private employee. Right. I understand that. Right. That's why you're here now. That's why I didn't listen to him, because I know what I'm allowed to do, and you know what I'm allowed to do. And if you want, I'd be happy to walk up and down. I got no issue with that.
You were just standing still. But
I was, but I was up against the sign, which means I'm not obstructing anything. Don't have to get. I'll tell you my name.
No, you don't have to get.
I'll tell you. My friends call me Rusty.
Trust me, that's fine. I just didn't want to be disrespectful.
Okay, my friends call me Rusty.
That's what I call her. You know,
Okay, sure.
So here, you know, while you're not doing anything wrong, I mean, what are you? I guess what is your objective? Like, what are you hoping to achieve? Can I ask that?
Protest by government, the current regime that's in.
That's perfectly fine.
Right.
Can I make a suggestion?
Sure. Anything.
Okay.
Suggest whatever you like.
Rusty, look where we're at right now.
I'm getting overwhelming support from people passing.
We're at a hospital, right?
Right.
And we're right next to a children's hospital.
It's not illegal, though.
It's not illegal.
Okay.
I'm just saying that, you know, maybe take some of that into consideration, okay?
You're right. Some are positive. I had a couple negatives.
Right. So all we're saying is that, you know, obviously take that into consideration. But yeah, no, like we told you already.
After several minutes of checking and investigating, as if handling a large-scale protest, the conclusion eventually forced the officers to acknowledge that the sidewalk was indeed meant for pedestrians.
I appreciate y'all coming out and straighten him out, because he's insistent that this is private property. And there's an easement, whether it's private or not. There's got to be a place for pedestrians to walk. And you understand that. That's why I'm glad he called you guys.
You're correct about that.
Right.
I mean, there's a reason why they built the sidewalk.
Right.
So that people could move on.
It's because if I step out here, I'd be against the law. Right.
Essentially, what ends up happening is it is an easement. It is a walkway built on private property.
Well, the easement says so far from the center of the road. I don't know what it is on a double-lane road like this, but there has to be somewhere for pedestrians to walk. Well,
So if
that's the only reason he stopped, because of the sign.
now he's telling me that.
Well, I don't care what he tells you now. It's why he stopped. Well, he's already told me as long as I'm not obstructing pedestrians on the sidewalk, I can stand still.
Or now you're not creating a disturbance.
Correct.
I mean, if you were, that would be included in that.
Obviously, yeah. I know the laws that what I can and can't do.
The safety of others, like if you were like.
Yeah, holding it out in front of the car, something right.
That's
Right.
exactly right.
I hadn't said anything to anybody except him.
Rusty continued protesting peacefully without any violations recorded. After clarifying Rusty's rights and reminding him of the sensitivity of the location near the hospital, the police departed. Rusty faced no legal or negative consequences from this incident. These incidents remind us that knowing the law is not just a right, but a shield against abuse. Stay calm, stand firm, and never let power override justice and human dignity.
Hey, Trevor, say please, you're just falling too close.
I'm sorry?
You're falling too close to that car.
I kept, I was gonna turn benches. I wasn't too close.
No, you're too close to it, man. Too close. You have a license with you?
Yep. I was too close.
I like your car.
It's a rental car, thank you.
Oh, okay. You have the rental agreement with you?
That's in my phone.
Okay. You coming from Kansas City?
No, I'm coming from California, sir.
Oh, man, that's a long way.
Yes, sir. I was too close. I thought I had at least 3 car lengths.
No, you had less than a car. Man, you're making good time. What's got you down there in Stockton?
Stockton?
Yeah, why are you in Stockton?
I was in Tracy. My friend live in Tracy, but I rent a car in Stockton.
You do what?
I was in Tracy, California, but my friend live in Tracy. But I rent a car from Stockton.
Oh, okay. What you doing out there in Tracy?
Tracy? Some business.
Business? What kind of business you do?
I deliver cars.
You deliver cars? You drove a car down there?
No, I flew there. I'm in personal business.
Personal business? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you got your phone back. Hey, you have any weapons on you?
No.
You mind hopping out for me real quick?
Sure.
Come here to this window. I'll talk to you over here, okay?
The Arkansas State Police officers stopped the driver, accusing him of following too closely, which he denied. His initial cordiality quickly gave way to suspicion when he asked to search the car. It's troubling how he escalated the situation without clear reason. Why did he feel the need to request a search when the driver was already cooperating?
Why do you have a large amount of cash, sir?
Can't explain that. I have a receipt. I'm going to the bank. I got stopped in Texas. I have that thing, and they checked me out. Everything is good.
How much is it?
It's about close to 100.
100,000?
And I have the number. You can call in Texas. They check me out for 2-3 hours, and they let me go. I'm picking up from one company, delivering to the bank. I have the receipt. I have the paper. I have everything. I have the number from Texas.
Where's your receipt and stuff at?
In the car. Can I show you?
Hold on. Well, where's it at?
It's in the bag.
In the bag with it?
There is a folder white.
Okay. Inside your suitcase?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also I have the number for Texas. They stopped me like for 2 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah.
They put the number, they checked me, everything was okay. They let me go. That was just it.
Did you sell something?
No. Just deliver the money from this company to that company. They sell them in C2R, the company.
What company are you delivering it for?
C2R.
What's that?
It's a distribution company.
Like a marijuana distribution company?
No. It's
Why are they having you drive $100,000 across the country? So it's not your money?
Oh, no. Okay, why? Because when they do the sales, if they want to wire money and stuff like that, the bank holding it. So what I do is...
The bank what?
If they wire or check, sometimes they don't accept checking for delivery. Okay. So they do that cash for, it's fast. If they do checks, they hold the checks for a week or so until they clear it, and they don't do that kind of business. I mean, I have the number on Texas.
Okay. All right, well, just give me a second, okay?
During the search, officers discovered around $100,000, 0 cents, in cash, neatly bundled in plastic bags and rubber bands. Far from typical. Despite the driver's explanation that the money belonged to C2, our wholesale, a Florida-based company, the situation felt suspicious. How could she not question such a large sum being transported without clear proof of legitimacy?
What I'll do is I'm gonna get that warning. And I'll call PPS, and then I'll call prosecutors. I'm assuming if it was, able to be seized. I'll make some calls. All right. You say that receipt's in this bag, sir? It's in the folder?
It's in the white folder.
Okay. In this?
It's the white one.
White one?
White one right there. Over on the level. It's in there. There's a receipt. There's a check. Everything in there.
And this one?
This is a check on deposit too. Can I show you?
Okay. Hold on. That's a treasury check.
Yeah. I mean, I'm including that with the deposit. I'm going to the bank.
No, that's deposits.
This is the bank I'm going to. I have an appointment.
This one?
I'll show you.
Yeah, just show me what you're talking about.
We're the wrong line of work, I guess.
This is the bank I'm going to. I have an appointment this morning, but I'm late because I stopped yesterday.
Yeah.
And this is the company's paper. This is the receipt where I picked them from.
As the investigation dragged on, officers were left bewildered, unable to clarify the legality of transporting such vast sums of cash. The woman's evasive behavior only intensified their suspicions, creating a cloud of uncertainty. How could she expect authorities to believe her story when everything about the situation screamed deceit? On July 12, 2021, prosecuting attorney Baker made a troubling move, petitioning to transfer the case to the DEA for federal forfeiture, despite no proof of illegal activity. This decision highlighted the inherent flaws in the civil asset forfeiture system, where individuals can lose everything without being convicted. Baker's actions reflect a disturbing disregard for justice, driven more by financial incentive than fairness. Hey everyone, what are your thoughts on this situation? Drop your comments below and make sure to subscribe for more engaging and informative content coming your way. Thanks for all your support.
Get on the ground! There you go. Charlie!
Put everybody back.
The police are meant to uphold justice, but when they lose integrity, they become a threat to the community.
All right, anything else I can help you guys with? So you're just gonna stand around and get paid?
Yeah, sure.
You're just gonna stand around and get paid, brother?
Join us as we explore the corrupt police officers and the severe consequences they face.
Don't move now, stop now. Man, bust off the pussy, man. Get on the ground. You heard my back. Get on the ground, bro.
Man.
Kill me. Man. Get on go. There you go. Charlie.
Around midnight on May 29th, police stopped Solomon E. Smith, III, while he was walking on Commercial Highway 98 in Springfield. Although the police explained that they did not recognize Solomon and the area was not known for criminal activity, stopping him without an arrest warrant or evidence of a crime was a violation of his personal freedoms.
3200 block of...
What I did now?
Huh?
What I did?
I don't know. What are you doing?
I did. I'm just walking, going home. My place is down the road. I'm not bothering nobody.
Okay.
I left my ID at home.
Okay, well, just give me your name.
Man, why y'all?
We're not harassing nobody.
I'm just doing my job. I'm walking down the road, minding my business. I ain't bothering nobody.
It's 12 o'clock at night, and when we see people out that we don't recognize, we get out. Give her your name and your date of birth.
My name is Solomon E. Smith III. I'm not finna be bothered with this stuff. I'm not doing nothing, sir. I'm minding my business. I don't bother nobody. I'm quiet. I stick to myself.
Mr. Eastman, how do I spell your first name?
The police had no reasonable grounds to stop Solomon, as he had not broken any laws. Stopping him arbitrarily and demanding personal information without a warrant or clear justification violated Solomon's rights.
I don't know who you are.
I got a clean work.
Okay, I don't know who you are. You're out here walking.
I'm minding my business, though.
Okay,
I ain't hurt nobody.
Okay.
I'm not doing that to nobody. I ain't hurt nobody. I ain't commit no crime. Why are y'all coming at me like that?
Because
I'm not doing that.
It's 12 o'clock at night, and at 12 o'clock at night...
That's the problem.
Okay.
That's why you can't do me like that.
Whether you believe this or not, you're in the area that's known for a lot of drug activity and prostitution. So I don't know who you are. So I'm going to get out, and I'm going to identify you, and you can go home and do whatever you want to do.
I'm not for the argue with y'all because it takes two to argue. I got clean work. I'm not for the argue.
All right.
I don't like people all in my business.
Solomon refused to cooperate and repeatedly resisted. He insisted that he had done nothing wrong and just wanted to go home. While asking the police not to treat him roughly, Solomon may have had difficulty understanding the situation due to his developmental disorder.
So, Mr. Smith, why did you tell me your last name was Eastman?
What, he didn't give us the right name?
Uh-uh.
What's his name?
His name is Solomon Smith.
Yeah, but you ain't asked me all that.
All right, turn around. Turn around and put your hands behind your back. Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Sorry, ma'am.
Turn around.
Give me a chance. Please.
Turn around.
Please.
Turn around.
Will you give me a chance?
No.
Get on the ground.
Get on the ground.
Man.
Yes. Turn around now.
Why are you doing me like this?
Turn around.
Why are you doing this to me?
Turn around now.
I'm gonna call the people on you. I got people that would do something to you.
Okay, that's
Don't
fine.
hit me.
Turn around.
If you work with me, I will tell you the truth.
I'm tired of talking to you.
Please give me a chance.
Turn around.
I'm trying to go home. I'm trying to go home.
After Solomon refused to cooperate, Officer Nelson instructed him to turn around and put his hands behind his back. When Solomon still refused, Nelson applied excessive force, including pulling and assaulting Solomon without any legitimate reason.
Turn around.
Jody.
Put your hands behind your back now. Put your hands behind.
He gonna talk to you.
No, he ain't.
He is my good people. Jody, come here.
Turn around.
He gonna take me home, please.
No.
Please. Listen, I'm not.
I said turn.
With you.
I said turn around.
Don't move now. Stop now. Get on the ground. There you go.
Jody, come get me.
Give me your other hand.
Please.
Hold on.
Come on.
All right. It hurt my feet, man.
Well, you wouldn't be hurting if you stopped resisting.
I'm trying to get home, please.
Nelson was investigated for misconduct, including assault and falsifying the report. His actions not only violated the rights of the citizen, but also breached police procedures. Smith, despite being stopped without legal cause, became a victim of this wrongful conduct.
Man, please let me talk to you, sir. Can I talk to you, sir? Please.
Brother, you had your chance to talk.
I'm trying to tell y'all the truth, though.
Taser deployed. Blackmail.
Let me get up then. You hurt my feet. You hurt my feet. Let me pull my pants off.
We're gonna pull them up for you.
Listen, will you please talk to me? Will you please listen, till I talk to you.
Brother, you had the chance to talk.
I'm trying to tell
Why did you have to go this route?
I'm sorry. You gotta believe me, I'm sorry.
I believe that you're sorry, Bubba.
I'm sorry. I would have told them the truth. If they would have let me tell them.
Is that hurting?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. It's right here in the front. It's stuck in his shirt.
I'm sorry.
Set up, bring it up.
I'm sorry.
Can I have EMS this location and check him out, please?
I got pliers.
Routine. You can, whenever we get done, you can put him in the back of our car.
From a legal perspective, several key laws were violated during the incident involving Officer Rodney Nelson and Solomon E. Smith II. First and foremost, the officer's actions contravened the Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which protects individuals from unreasonable searches and seizures. Under Terry v. Ohio, a stop must be based on reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. Here, there was no reasonable suspicion, nor was there any probable cause to justify Solomon's detention in Florida. This violation is addressed under Florida Statutes Chapter 9101, Arrest and Prosecution, which outlines that arrests and detentions must be based on probable cause, and failure to comply can result in legal challenges to any subsequent actions or arrests. Next, Officer Nelson's use of excessive force during the encounter violated Florida Statute Section 776.05, which governs the use of force by law enforcement officers. According to this statute, officers are permitted to use force only when it is reasonable and necessary to make an arrest or defend themselves or others. Nelson's actions were grossly disproportionate to the resistance presented by Solomon, especially considering the circumstances and the fact that Solomon did not pose a threat to the officers. Excessive force can lead to criminal charges under Florida statutes Chapter 7 and 84, assault and battery with penalties ranging from misdemeanor battery to felony assault, depending on the severity of the injury and intent. If proven to be excessive, this could result in both civil liability and criminal penalties for Officer Nelson. After the incident, Officer Nelson falsified a police report claiming that Solomon had attempted to punch a rookie officer. This was entirely false, and the fabrication of the report made the situation even more serious. The case is still under investigation to clarify Officer Nelson's misconduct. Nelson has been charged with both felony and misdemeanor assault, placed on unpaid leave, and is awaiting the outcome of the investigation, which may lead to his termination. An officer at the University of New Mexico might assume that all students lack knowledge of the law.
All right, anything else I can help you guys with?
No,
you're just gonna stand around and get paid?
Yeah, sure.
You're just gonna stand around and get paid, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I think we can just prove some braces. I'm gonna get complaints on both of your asses.
Okay.
And Chief Donovan's gonna know about this shit, because he knows who I am.
Chief Donovan knows you.
Chief Donovan knows who I am.
Okay, very good.
All right?
Appreciate it.
Fucked up, for real.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. And did you find anything with that ID, brother? Did you find out if there's alcohol in here or not with that ID? Nah? So what the fuck
you
was
denied us consent, so that's fine.
I didn't give you consent.
Exactly. So we're not gonna argue with you. Have a nice day.
Get the fuck out of here.
On September 14th, 2023, in Las Cruces, New Mexico, an anonymous call to the New Mexico State University MMSU Police Department reported that 19-year-old student Joel Martinez was carrying a case of beer into his dorm room. Officer Pedro was dispatched to investigate this information.
Oh, sorry. How can I help you?
Is there anyone else in here?
No, it's just me.
Okay. You mind just opening the door that way I can see?
You trying to...
I just want to make sure there's no one else in there. To start, and then I'll talk to you about
Oh, no, there's no one in there right now.
So I'm going to be honest with you. So we got a report that you were seen walking into your dorm with alcohol.
I don't answer questions. What's your name and your badge number?
Officer.
Title and name?
Security officer. You have an ID with you?
I do.
Okay, can I see it?
You suspect me of a crime?
I do. There's no alcohol. We got a report that you were walked in.
So it's like here that they said thing? It's like they said that he has? And that's how you're gonna articulate it? Well, I really don't, but like I'm studying right now. I'm doing homework. That there's alcohol in this room.
Okay.
Oh, they saw me going into this room, and that there's alcohol in there.
When Officer Perot arrived, he knocked on Martinez's dorm room door. Martinez began recording the encounter on video. The police asked Martinez to open the door for a search, but he refused and requested the officer's name and badge number.
Sergeant John Lovelace. My badge number is 212.
212. All right, thank you. A possible yes or no. I need that ultimatum, or else I won't give my ID. I need you to tell me if you don't give me your ID right now, I'm gonna arrest you.
Why would I say that to you?
And I have the right to say no, because you're asking. It's not a lawful order.
I need to see your ID.
Okay, and if not?
And if not, you could be considered...
Because New Mexico statute says that concealing of identity is a secondary charge. I would have to have been arrested or suspected of a crime. No. I don't answer questions on what grounds.
Okay, so you don't have any alcohol in your possession?
On what grounds? Yes, sir. They're trying to go in, bro. They're trying to ID me and shit, but nah.
Police asked Martinez to provide identification to verify his identity, but Martinez did not cooperate and demanded that the officer provide proof of suspicion before giving any information. The police claimed they suspected Martinez had alcohol in the room, but Martinez criticized this as lacking reasonable grounds.
What we are trying to do is we're trying to be cooperative with you and have you be cooperative with us and help us clear this matter up.
You don't need my last name and you do not need my date of birth unless you want to run me for it, unless you want to run my name through your system. I don't answer questions. I don't answer questions. I'm asking questions. I don't. It's my Fifth Amendment. Is it or is it not?
So the question is that like the officer told you, you're being suspected of having possession of alcohol underage. Either somebody saw you carry a case of beer. You have a case of beer in your possession?
I don't answer questions.
So the next step in this process would be, would you give us consent to check your room possession?
No, I do not consent to any searches nor seizures.
Okay, very good. This is completely up to you how you want to play this.
You could get a warrant?
Now, we do have reasonable suspicion that possibly a crime had been committed.
I know.
But we need to ID you. I'm giving you the opportunity to...
No, I need that ultimatum. I will give you my ID if you say that I'm going to go get arrested. If you say that, yes, sir. Because that's already grounds for me to set up litigation against you.
That's what you just said.
It's not a threat.
It gives you grounds.
It's not a threat. It gives me grounds. Does it or does it not?
When Martinez refused to provide identification, Officer Pearl warned that he could be arrested for concealing identity under New Mexico law. The police stated that this would be a crime if Martinez did not provide his information.
And to make this clear, I'm detained right now, right?
You have to stay over.
No, I can't. I'm in your view.
I'm telling you, you need to stay over here.
Oh, let me take my hand on. Keep recording, Sean. Don't let him intimidate you. Oh, let me take my hand on my pocket.
Thank you.
There's two guys right here with Glocks and scared of a 19-year-old with the phone.
That's just
Do you see something in my pocket?
Okay, well, we would like for you to do that for us, just to be cooperative.
Oh, just
okay?
to be cooperative, like just
Come on,
like for you to
don't-
say. Are you googling the laws right now? Because that's really what you should be doing right now. All right, cool.
You okay with that?
Yeah, continue reading.
Are
the
you
statute.
sure you're okay with that? I appreciate it.
Okay, so just tell me
So,
that if I don't give you
can-
the ID, you're gonna arrest me. Just
Okay.
say it.
Or you will be arrested.
Thank you. Y'all got that right?
Why do you use that term?
Because why the fuck are you searching my shit? Like,
we're not searching.
No, is it or is it not?
It's not a seizure. We just
It's
need
a
to confirm-
seizure of my identification, yes or no?
We just need to see who you are.
Today I did not.
Your legal name.
My
You gave
legal
us
name.
your first name.
He has my ID. Go look at it.
Perfect. That's all we
Yeah.
needed. Thank you.
The police requested that Martinez provide his identity and agreed to a search of the room, but Martinez refused, demanding a search warrant or legal cause. Although the police stated they had reasonable suspicion of criminal activity, they did not have sufficient grounds to obtain a warrant to search the room.
If we really wanted to push the issue, we could stop and lock the room down and get a search warrant. It's really kind of one of those things that's up in the air. We don't want to do that.
Thanks a lot for that. Thanks.
Okay, case number is 2023. You guys need anything else?
Not right now.
My name's Officer Pirtle. My batch number is 202.
Just listening.
202.
Yeah, you're listening? Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else I can help you guys with?
No, you're
So
good.
you're just gonna stand around and get paid?
Yeah, sure.
You're just gonna stand around and get paid, brother?
Okay.
And Chief Donovan is gonna know about this shit because he knows who I am.
Chief Donovan knows you.
Chief Donovan knows who I am.
Okay.
Did you find out if there's alcohol in here or not with that ID? Nah. So what the fuck
You
was
denied
the
us
point?
consent, so we're not gonna argue with you. Have a nice day.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well, this is actually a common area, so we're allowed to be here.
Yes, I
Why
paid
are
you
you
for something.
doing this?
Fuck out of here. Because you fucking got my ID for no fucking reason.
From a legal perspective, several laws were potentially violated during this encounter, specifically concerning reasonable suspicion concealing the identity and unreasonable search and seizure under the Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. Law enforcement officers must have reasonable suspicion to stop and question an individual. In this case, the officer's reliance on an anonymous tip about Mr. Martinez possessing alcohol may not have been sufficient to establish reasonable suspicion. As per the landmark case Florida VJ 2000, an anonymous tip alone does not provide the necessary factual foundation for reasonable suspicion, and unless it is corroborated by independent evidence or predictive information. Additionally, in State v. Aguilar 2021, the New Mexico Court of Appeals reinforced that officers need reasonable suspicion to detain and question an individual, since the anonymous tip provided limited information and lacked significant corroboration. The officers may have violated Mr. Martinez's Fourth Amendment rights by detaining him without lawful justification. Furthermore, New Mexico law section 30,223 criminalizes concealing identity when it obstructs or hinders a public officer's duties. But this statute applies only when officers have reasonable suspicion. Mr. Martinez had a valid legal argument that he was not required to identify himself, and the threat of arrest for concealing identity was likely a violation of his constitutional rights. Lastly, the Fourth Amendment also prohibits unreasonable searches and seizures, and New Mexico law and Stat 31,211 requires a warrant to be issued only when there is probable cause to believe a crime has occurred or evidence is present. Since the officers had only an unverified tip with no substantial corroborating evidence, their consideration of searching Mr. Martinez's dorm room without probable cause or a warrant could be viewed as another violation of his Fourth Amendment rights.
I'm on the east side.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk back by here in just a minute.
Oh.
So, okay, I'm gonna go back by.
Sounds good.
I'm over on the other side. I will call the chief real quick and just let him know.
Sounds good.
That supposedly there's gonna be a complaint on us, so.
Joel Martinez.
Joel Martinez?
Arrest her ass, man. Here goes a friend.
Huh?
Jesus.
Are you going back to the office? Or?
Yeah, I'm headed back that way. So, I'll go call the chief real quick and let him know.
No, para la water. No, because we need to change the.
Excuse me, guys.
Put the electric union on it, and we can get.
After being unable to convince Martinez to provide information, the officers left the dorm room without taking further legal action. Martinez stated he would file a complaint and may sue the police for violating his rights. The officers were assessed as having remained calm and handled the situation professionally, but the request for identification in this context may not have been reasonable. Following this, the officer from the Flagler Police Department believed he could fabricate evidence against the man who had no knowledge of the law.
While I was speaking before you cut me off, I was explaining you are on a traffic stop. I believe you are inside of a vehicle. That is part of.
Nothing to do with it.
Okay. Do you want me to give you a logical reason, or you want to keep talking over me?
No, I want you to give me the law.
I'm
pull someone else.
You asked for a logical reason, and I'm explaining.
Police in Flagler County, Florida, conducted a traffic stop related to a seatbelt violation. This is the opening segment of a video focused on the movement to monitor police behavior, aimed at encouraging law enforcement to respect civil rights and fully understand the laws they enforce.
Okay. Hey, can I have yours too? You're not wearing your seatbelt. I need your license. You speak English? Does he speak English?
Ask him, bro. Like, I'm the one driving, bro. Like.
All right, cool. 214 Flagler. Sussex 902. Hey man, I need your name. Passenger. I need your name. You do have the right to remain silent, but you have to identify yourself on a traffic stop.
The police stopped the vehicle because the passenger was not wearing a seatbelt and asked the driver for identification. However, under Florida law, only the driver or passengers in the front seat over the age of 18 are required to provide identification when violating the law. And the man in question was not directly violating any law.
You're gonna go to jail for this, bro? You're gonna go to jail for this, really? You have a warrant or something? So what is the issue? What rights are those? You are a passenger, but you're required to wear your seatbelt in the front seat of a vehicle. I mean, you really want me to take you to jail for something so foolish? I'm doing my job. He's not wearing his seatbelt, and you're not wearing your seatbelt. So now, dude, you're really about to... All right.
When the passenger refused to provide information, the police used threatening language without clearly explaining the citizen's rights. The passenger asserted that he was not in violation of the law, but the police did not explain the regulations and simply threatened arrests.
I will. All right, step out. Put everybody back. Under arrest. If you don't got no warrants, no probation, you really gonna go to jail for some bull job? All right.
You know it's bull job, bro. And I ain't commit no crime.
You did. You're free to identify.
I'm not driving.
All right, well, then you sue me and sue the agency. Don't worry, it'll be on the arrest report. All right, there's nothing in the back of my car. Anything that you have that I didn't find is that found at the jail will be a felony charge, all right? Get in, please.
Can you get from my...
Get in. Whose truck?
Even though the passenger was not the one violating traffic laws, the police still decided to arrest him. This is a severe misconduct by the police because they had no reasonable grounds to request the passenger's identification or arrest him. The passenger was not involved in any traffic violation and has the right to refuse to provide personal information even if he is not suspected of committing a crime.
This is the company's truck, bro. Hey man, this might be a crazy. How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Deputy Mr. in Flagler County.
Well, I know he has to take care of him, but I just asked him because I'm at work and everything. Do I have to like sit until he has to take him to jail? Yeah, he never took my registration or anything. I asked him what we were doing.
You got insurance?
Yes, everything. That's the insurance and the registration.
Do you have an ID?
Yeah, I don't see a real need just for you guys to have my ID. I wouldn't break any laws or anything. I mean, I give it to you, but then as soon as you guys run my name, you put go.
What system for it? I really don't have any idea.
I'm sure you do, but there's no need for me. No problem. I'm saying need for you guys to have to run my name, right? I mean, what? You could give me a logical reason of why you would need to run my name. There are.
Are you inside of a vehicle that is?
I wasn't connected. They had a traffic infraction. They weren't wearing their seatbelts. But if you could give me a logical reason other than that, just other than being in a vehicle, and that's not a legitimate reason.
Okay, while I was speaking before you cut me off, I was explaining you are on a traffic stop. I believe you are inside of a vehicle that is part of.
Nothing to do with it.
Okay. Do you want me to give you a logical reason, or you want to keep talking over me?
No, I want you to give me the law, and I should request.
You asked for a logical reason, and I'm explaining.
You requested, and I denied your request.
After arresting the man, the police officer tried to create confusion about the next passenger, but his actions seemed futile, as the passenger clearly had a better understanding of the law than the corrupt officer himself.
I'm not going to run circles. You asked for a logical reason. I'm trying to provide it, but you rudely cut me off.
Useful, sir. I did no crimes.
You didn't even get to hear me yet.
I know what I did and didn't do. Okay. So, like I said, I know the law, and I'm back here. I'm minding my own business. This is his traffic stop. He's the driver, not my traffic stop. So you got to know what you're talking about.
Oh, I know what I'm talking about. I've been doing this job a long time.
You can't request my ID in the back seat of a car just because I'm in the vehicle.
I don't know. I didn't see him. I mean, rear passenger is not required to wear.
I know. He's just arguing in his seatbelts and all that.
Wait until they put him in.
Do you have your driver's license back?
I gave no.
Did you get your ticket?
Again, I'm at work and shit.
So we all good? I mean, so I don't.
Did he get the ticket yet?
No, I'm just saying, between me and you, we all good. You don't need my ID, right?
I'm not going to keep running circles.
No, I'm just saying, you either, because I need a lawsuit, I'm just letting you know. If you're going to ask me something like that.
All right, so driver needs to be belted at all times.
I understand.
Front passenger needs to be belted at all times. I'll do the paperwork.
I didn't know that one. That's interesting. But
But that doofy over there, he needs to be wearing a seatbelt, and we can ask him.
I can request denied, right?
We can ask.
That's why I was trying to make sure that I was good with him.
All right, it's a non-moving violation, $126 fine, 30 days to pay the fine, or else your license will be suspended, or you can dispute the court. All right, man, you're all good to go. Actually, you want to take his black and mild? You can't take that to jail.
From a legal standpoint, while the officers in this incident were acting within the bounds of Florida law regarding seatbelt violations and passenger identification, there are broader considerations concerning police conduct during interactions with citizens under Florida statutes, Chapter 316, Section 316.614. It is a primary offense for both drivers and front seat passengers over 18 to fail to wear a seatbelt, making it a legitimate reason for a traffic stop if a passenger is not wearing a seatbelt. Officers are authorized to request identification as reinforced by Section 322-15, which requires front seat passengers over 18 to identify themselves during such stops. Noncompliance can lead to arrest. However, questions arise regarding police misconduct if officers overstep their bounds or display unprofessional behavior, as seen in the officer's dismissive remarks, and the arrest of the passenger for refusing to identify the officer's attitude could potentially violate Section 11112.535, which mandates that law enforcement maintain professionalism and courtesy when interacting with the public. Additionally, Section 901.36 addresses the issue of detaining someone without clear legal justification beyond the seatbelt violation. While the law permits arrest for failure to provide identification, it also requires that officers act within the bounds of respect for citizens' rights, ensuring their conduct remains professional and justified at all times. The passenger could face legal consequences if he continues to resist, but in reality, it is the police who have violated the citizens' rights. Arresting someone without reasonable grounds violates civil rights and could lead to legal consequences for the police officers involved. We must be aware of our rights and ensure law enforcement follows the law. Police abuse of power is unacceptable, and citizens should protect the rights legally. This article discusses a police encounter where a driver faced aggressive interrogation after being pulled over. This sequence of events reveals the tensions between citizens and law enforcement officers exploring the driver's legal responses and the officer's reaction to perceived non-compliance.
Don't move. I ain't moving. What's up?
Can you unlock it?
Huh? Reach right there. Man, just
Don't
reach
worry
right
about
there.
it. You keep your freaking hands out the window and shut your mouth. I'll figure it out. Yeah. He's riding.
What's up, officer?
What's up?
How you doing?
What is doing?
Come on, you gonna buckle me? I'm chilling. What's up? I'm chilling. What's up? I'm chilling, officer. I'm cool. I'm doing that. Look at me. I'm doing that. What's up? Oh man, I ain't resisting. Y'all wildin'. Come on, y'all wildin'. I ain't doing shit now. Come on. Okay. Y'all wildin'. What I did?
Act like you didn't want to stop.
What you mean? I can pull up in the same spot. Okay. How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
The police stop the driver and immediately issue aggressive commands for compliance, including ordering him to put his hands out the window.
Smoking out with 240. Just want a voicemail. I'll put it.
How's it going, gentlemen?
Put your foot on the ground. You smoke hemp or not?
What you mean? What's that?
All right. Sounds good.
What's up with this?
Keep your feet
Is that
out.
something he has, or was that you? That sound?
I don't know. What was that?
Is that something he has, or was that you? That sound?
I heard it.
Pleasant sound. Thought it was coming from him or you.
You have an alarm or something on you?
Huh?
You have an alarm or something on you?
No. I got a valid driver's license. I don't think it's been no cars.
Sure you don't. Are you trying to be safe? You're trying to find a safe spot for you or for me?
For both of us.
No, you don't get to do that.
Okay, that's understandable.
You can make a claim that you're trying to make a safe spot for you. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
All right.
The police officers ask if the driver has been smoking marijuana. They proceed to question him about his driver's license and the legality of his actions while displaying frustration
You see
with
all
his
those
responses.
street lights down there?
I understand what you're saying,
So
but
why is this spot more well lit than down there?
I mean, what was so detrimental between me stopping right there and stopping right here? I just told you that. I just told you that. Why would
There's
I
a
want
lot
to
of
stop
moving around in that car.
You just looked in it. The one that's down put my driver's license, my registration out the window. That's the shit y'all supposed to ask when y'all first pull somebody over, right? Y'all ain't none of that. Come on, I'm not supposed to stop a
First of all,
law-abiding citizen.
Shut your mouth. Don't get all fucking loud with me. They ain't gonna change nothing.
Hey,
here.
I'm just talking. I'm having a conversation with you, right?
Because what you did is called fail to obey. It's a fleeing charge and it's a felony 3.
Okay.
If you'd like to go to jail on a felony charge, I'm good with it. So why didn't you stop?
You just snatched me out my car. I rolled the one that's down and gave my license, my registration. You ain't read me no right. You snatched me out the car.
You're damn right I did.
I don't know. I had the slightest idea.
How about because? How many different sirens did I turn on?
Listen, I'm a black man in America.
I'm asking you a question.
I'm terrified of the police.
Mr. Black Man, I'm asking you a question. How many different sirens did I turn on? And how many times did I lay on my horn?
I have this, like, when you said pull over, I pulled over.
The officers expressed skepticism regarding the driver's decision to find a safe spot to stop accusing him of non-compliance and labeling his behavior as a felony, fleeing offense.
Was the seat pushed down like that?
No, we opened it to see if you could. I have his number. I'll call and do a nationwide.
Yeah, that'd be nationwide because he ain't got much here.
Nope.
He was definitely moving around and I saw his head ducking down a little bit. I thought that if anything it'd be under on the passenger side floorboard or the driver's side floorboard.
Yeah.
Just because but that was only whenever I finally put like lights in his back window.
Also?
Yeah, like it feels
Up against his body now, you know what I mean? I guess the...
Why do you keep it in the trunk?
I wasn't going nowhere, you know what I'm saying? So I'm headed home, so I just leave it in the trunk. Yeah.
Well, I get that. I mean, I agree with that. I agree with carrying for protection, but if it's in the trunk...
It's within the legal limit also. But when I need it, like I said,
Did you put it back there whenever we were behind you?
No, how?
I asked you a simple question.
Right.
I'm a police officer. If I see something suspicious...
but why would I give y'all the reason to take me to jail when I know I'm within my legal limit?
Okay, so exactly. So you would say you're not going to say the thing that might get you in trouble,
I'm going to
right?
tell you the truth. The truth is it was in the trunk.
Fair enough.
The conversation shifts towards the legal status of the firearm found in the vehicle. The officers interrogate the driver about whether he has a concealed weapon permit and whether he violated state gun laws.
Where'd you buy the firearm?
Pawn shop on Atlantic Boulevard.
In the store?
Yeah, pawn shop.
You did the paperwork?
Yeah, it might be in the car.
Okay. When'd you get it?
It's been within a year.
Okay. So you did all the paperwork, the background check and everything?
Yeah.
So why would they, how come you can buy a gun but you can't have a CWL?
Hey, so what's the process of buying a gun, right? You go through the background. I've bought guns my whole life, bro. I'm a veteran. I'm served 10 years in the military.
Why wouldn't you be able to get CWL is what I'm trying to get.
But why is that an issue if I'm within my legal limit? That's what I don't understand.
Because I'm wondering if you're a prohibited possessor, just prohibited from purchasing or from what? I know. You don't need to know what it means. I know what it means.
Right or wrong, right?
I know what it means. You don't need to know what it means. I'm just trying to ask questions to determine which category you fall in.
Why, if I'm within my legal limit, why does any of that matter?
What is legal limit?
If I can purchase a firearm, I can ride with it in my vehicle, right? If it's in the trunk.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
That's the law I studied, the Florida gun law. That's the law I abide by.
The driver insists that his actions comply with the state's firearm regulations, explained that the gun was stored in the trunk as required by law.
Do you mind if I ask questions to verify that?
Of course.
Okay, cool. So you did the background check, right? And you purchased it, but when you did a background check for the CWL, they said no?
Well, I don't understand where these questions going. Like, it's
all right.
Roll it up.
I'm just gonna get the tent. Front good?
However, the officers questioned his eligibility to carry the weapon, hinting at discrepancies between his ability to buy a firearm and his inability to obtain a concealed weapon permit.
Wait, so I can take these off? All right. You can put your shoes on. All right, you can come over here to the front. All right, here's the deal. So my traffic program is messed up, so I can't write a ticket right now. And we have gunshots down the road that I'm gonna go respond to. So those two reasons are getting you out of the ticket tonight, okay? Your front windows are too dark though, in your windshield, just so you know. Huh? Where you left it.
Despite their accusations, the officers opt not to issue a serious citation or arrest, revealing inconsistencies in their actions and leaving the driver with only a fixed ticket for tinted windows. This abrupt change undermines their previous claims about his dangerous behavior. The officers' actions in this case raise serious concerns in Ohio law specifically. OG 29, 2145, interfering with civil rights, which prohibits public officials from depriving individuals of their constitutional rights under a color of law through intimidation, threats, and dismissal of the driver's lawful behavior, reflect a misuse of authority. A violation of this law is a first-degree misdemeanor, punishable by up to 6 months in jail and a $1,000 0 fine. Additionally, the officer's unjustified threats, felony fleeing, may violate OG 29-503 coercion, which criminalizes using threats to unlawfully control another's actions. If found guilty, the officers could face up to 12 months in prison and fines of $2,500 0. These violations highlight the need for accountability and reform to ensure lawful and respectful policing. This case serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of understanding your legal rights. Coming up next, we uncover a shocking incident exposing unexpected police errors. On September 4th, 2022, Michigan State Trooper E. Arrow detained and repeatedly struck a civilian in Saginaw. He was placed on leave and arraigned on 2 criminal charges on March 3rd, 2023.
Alright, hold on. Time out. Stop. I ain't even doing nothing. I'm not, y'all got y'all cameras on? Yep. Please. Put your hands behind your back. Time out. Put your hands behind your back. Don't do that to me. Hey! Get out of the gun. Help! Off my fucking face, bro. I can get my hands behind my back. Why is all with my time on? Stop, man. Roll over. Time on. Why is all? Roll over, man. Time over.
Footage begins with the officers commanding the suspect to roll over, which he struggles to do. The situation becomes tense as the officers repeatedly instruct him to comply and frustrations rise. The suspect claims cooperation, but his slow responses seem to agitate the troopers further.
Help! Hey, what my ass? Roll over! Hey! Help! Help! I'm not gonna beat my ass like this. Hey! Oh! I'm good. Roll over! Roll over! And roll over! Or you're gonna get tased. Roll the fuck over! Roll over and you're gonna get tased. You little bitch! Now turn over! Turn over! Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your goddamn motherfucking back. Take back up underneath them. Get his hands. I got this one. Oh man, hold on. Hold on, time out. What the fuck is y'all doing? Hold on, man. No! Oh my God. Oh my God. Help! Help!
During the interaction, the officers accuse the man of resisting arrest, a claim he refutes multiple times. The suspect is heard saying, "I'm not resisting," even as officers physically restrain him and continue to escalate their response.
Ass nigga. Oh God, you a bitch. Oh God, you a bitch. You see him with my ass, right? I ain't got no gun, never had no gun. On me, on my kids, on my fucking kids. He should beat my ass. Man, get the fuck on me, you fake ass police. You a fake ass nigga. You a bitch. You a bitch if I had no cuss off. You a racist ass bitch. You a racist ass bitch. Thank you for beating my ass. And I hope your camera was on. I hope your camera was on. Yeah, you see this shit? Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Help me. Help. 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 Please stop. Bro, he whipped my ass for no fucking reason. And I had no
Looks
gun.
like there was plenty of reasons.
What reason?
Your resistance?
I never did. Never did.
You're doing it right now.
Never did.
At one point, the suspect mentions that she is bleeding, but the officers dismiss her injury. As the confrontation continues, the aggressive language and behavior from the officers have drawn public criticism, particularly regarding the appropriateness of their actions under the circumstances.
You know, like, never did. Never did. I'm not wasting that, like, not that fucking bad.
There's a knife on the ground back there.
Yeah, my knife. I just bought it a couple days ago. Thank you. And I'm suing your bitch ass, you faggot ass bitch.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. So if y'all don't shoot me, you fake ass, gay ass nigga. Pressing charges.
You know what homophobic slurs
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Go ahead. Go ahead. And I'm bleeding too. And I'm not resisting
Whose fault do you think that
I'm
is?
not resisting arrest.
You are physically pushing back against the car right now.
No, I'm
That
not.
is resisting.
This bitch ass nigga.
Open the door.
Hold on, unlock it. Hey!
White dog running on the sidewalk. Looking at the tag.
This case underscores the critical need to protect civil rights and ensure transparency in law enforcement. A fair and just society relies on mutual respect and understanding between the police and citizens. Hey everyone, what are your thoughts on this situation? Drop your comments below and make sure to subscribe for more engaging and informative content coming your way. Thanks for all your support.